To Big Oldies Radio. We're coming to you tonight from McEwen High School, the campus of McEwen High School in McEwen, Tennessee, at Phil Ross Court. For tonight, Region Championship action, Region 6A Championship between the Lady Cats of Wayne County High School and the Lady Warriors of McEwen. McEwen comes in on a 19-9 record overall. Lady Cats 27-5 on the season. Both teams won their respective districts last week and now match up tonight in regional final action. Region championship. Both these teams are guaranteed a sub-state berth this coming Saturday. Winner will host sub-state. Loser will go on the road. We're going to bring you all the action. This Jacob Kitchen joined by Will Mosley here in the booth. Stay right here with us. You're listening to Region Championship action on Big Oldies Radio. Basketball fans, welcome back into Big Oldies Radio. Again, it's Jacob Kitchens and Will Mosley. We're coming to you tonight live from McEwen High School in McEwen, Tennessee at Phil Ross Court for Region 6A Championship. We got a rematch tonight of last year's Region 6A Championship where the Lady Cats and the McEwen Lady Warriors squared off. Lady Cats came out victorious last year. Lady Warriors look to get a little revenge tonight and try to trap it up. And this is going to be a very young team and a very tall test for our Lady Cats tonight.
Yeah, we got our hands full tonight with a couple girls here. We got to keep our eye on Layla Downs, number 15. She's an absolute baller. She's really good. She leads the team in absolute everything. As far as points per game, she's 33.5 points per game. She's shooting at 48% from, jump shots. Rebounds per game, she's got 14.4. And assists per game, she's also got 4.9.
Yeah.
And steals per game, 5.3. Blocks per game, 2.5. Free throws per game, she's shooting about 76%. And three-point percentage for hers at 32%. She's got 805 points on the season.
Mm-hmm.
She has 117 assists, 126 steals, and 346 rebounds, not to mention 59 blocks on the season. So, we got our hands full with Layla Downs. She leads the team in every category that's good, and everyone behind her is pretty far off.
Oh, yeah.
But most of them, though, you got Ava, she's on there some. And Georgia Denon, she's on there at number 2 spot in a lot of places, but she leads the team by far in any area. So we got, as the Cats tonight, we got to shut her down. You know, we got to box her out well. We got to draw some charges on her. You know, we really got to play hard. I know you were talking about that earlier. I didn't mean to steal your thunder there. You know, but she can play, man. I've watched her a lot in camp this past summer too. So she's real confident, and I feel like she's out for blood. She wants to come out here. She's going to try to lead her team to victory today. But I really am believing that the Lady Cats will be too much for them. I believe that the Lady Cats have all the tools that they need for tonight's victory.
The two big things to me, Will, that I think kind of look in this game, we talk about it all the time, rebounding. We got to win the boards, right?
Yeah.
If you lose the game on the glass, you're going to lose the game, and we got to protect the basketball tonight. Limit turnovers. Listen, you're sitting here talking about a young lady like Layla Downs, and she's an incredible basketball player. And don't mix it up. We've got some good athletes on our side of the floor too. Ava Ashley playing great right now. Presley Daniel has really come on since the Christmas break and is playing some of the best basketball I have ever seen her play.
Yeah.
Mary Grace Littleton has had some good games these last several weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got some young players on this team and some ballers ourselves, so don't set that short. But when you're playing a girl like Layla Downs tonight, you said we got to be able to shut her down. You can't shut down a girl that's averaging 33 points a game and 14 rebounds a game. If you can limit her, then you've got an opportunity to win this basketball game tonight. But I don't think you're going to be able to take this girl and shut her out completely.
No, you know, when I said that some people probably thought I meant shut her down literally all the way. But to me, if she only scores 20 points, we shut her down. You know, and you know, with a girl who's getting over half of their points per game, you know, that's a big positive. You know, you were talking about our Lady Cats, giving them kudos and props because I'm telling you, they're solid. You know, especially those 3 or 4 there that you mentioned. Mm-hmm. And then Addie Odell can contribute well too. You know, she does well handling the ball when she needs to. Most of the time, and she can shoot an open shot. Don't leave her open.
No, absolutely.
And then you got Kate Bryson who stepped up in the absence of Lou Prater. You know, Lou Prater sitting over here beside us. Wish she could be on the floor tonight. We talked to her before. And don't forget about Kadri Carroll as well. You know,
you mean Hustle?
Hustle. You know, she comes out there. She reminds me a lot of Nate Beavis. You know, what he brings to the table defensively. And I think Kadri Carroll is a handful herself when it comes to defense.
A lot of folks here in this gym tonight. Both sides pretty well represented. The Lady Cats in warm up right now look pretty loose, look pretty relaxed and ready for this ball game. I see a lot of relaxing on the McEwen side as well. I think both these teams are just ready to play basketball.
Yeah.
And you know, you kind of get to that point of the season where it itches on you a little bit. You sit around all day and you're just waiting for it to tip, and here we are. We're tipping an hour past their normal tip time, and that'll kind of mess with you a little bit too. So I know these girls are ready to get out here and play, and both of them antsy to bring home a region championship and be able to host a sub-state game this Saturday.
Yeah, I think. Let's see who we got. We got Cornersville and Richland tonight.
Cornersville and Richland playing one another in the 5A region championship. We are going to do the best we can to keep an eye on that score as well, so we can kind of keep you updated on that. Since the winner of tonight's game will play the loser of that game, and vice versa. So we will definitely be able to know, hopefully by the end of the night, who will be playing in sub-state and where we'll be playing Saturday night for our sub-state game.
Yep, and you know, I think the main focus right now, I'm so looking forward to sub-state for a couple of reasons. One, Saturday morning I could be a little bit more rested for these to travel if we have to, but I'm really hoping and believing that we're going to be able to have this game at home. And, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing what Coach Molly and Coach Scott both have come together and decided to do defensively with it. You know, you come up with a scheme, and then you come up with a what-if scheme. You know, what if they start doing this? What are we going to go into? What's the plan? What are we thinking? And I think that Coach Molly and Coach Scott have a great plan. I don't know what it is. Right. I just trust them well enough to know that they got something ready for them.
We've got two of the best coaches in the state, in my opinion, sitting right over here to our right, and I know that they'll have something drawn up. It's just going to be a matter of whether or not we can execute it tonight. And hey, listen, don't get it wrong either. On the other side of the floor, you got Coach Darden. She's a phenomenal coach as well.
She is, and you know, we and her have some conversations during camp a little bit here and there. We talked about Layla for a little while. at camp this past summer, and she was real humble about Layla. And me and Layla had some conversations as well, just passing by conversations. But, you're sitting here talking about Coach Maloney, Coach Scott being some of the best coaches in the state. Is that are you being biased because they remember your congregation?
I'm a little biased on that, but yeah.
No, I agree with you. They are two very excellent coaches who know the game so well. And coaching, when you coach a sport, but especially in basketball, it's more than just knowing the sport. Because a lot of great players who played in NBA who are not very good coaches.
No.
And a lot of the times I've noticed is that it's guys who weren't very good in high school. However, both of these over here, the Ashleys were both very good in high school, and went on to do big things in college and stuff. So I'm just really excited about tonight. I'm amped. I'm fired up. I know Ava Ashley's trotting over here. She's all smiles. She's ready to rock, and I feel like our Cats are motivated to take this home today. This is the 5th region championship in a row for these Lady Cats.
That's right.
That's something to be proud about.
That's a legacy right there. We got about 1:20 to tip off. We're going to bring you all this action. This is Region 6A Championship Basketball on Big Oldies Radio. Again to Big Oldies Radio. We're getting ready for tip-off here of Region 6A, Region Championship between your Lady Cats of Wayne County High School and the McEwen High School Lady Warriors. Will, I believe you've got starting lineups for us, sir?
Yes, sir. Do not let me mispronounce some of these.
I'm going to do the best I can.
All right. Number 4, we got Maggie Baker. Number 11, Ava Lastovka. Number 15, Layla Downs. Number 20, Carly Baker. Number 24, Aubrey Branch. Guys, I can actually read, okay? It's just
My handwriting is not very good. I apologize, folks.
It's the pen. I'm blaming it on the pen.
Okay.
And for our Wayne County High School Lady Cats, I'm going to start with number 14, Kate Bryson, number 25, Ava Ashley, number 32, Mary Grace Littleton, and number 33, Addie Odom, and number 42, Presley Daniels.
So here we go. We're introducing the starting lineup right now. Kate Bryson being introduced to the crowd here, and we're going through the starting lineup. So we're going to get ready to play a little basketball. The Region 6A Championship, like you said, Will, 5 straight Region Championship appearances. I was thinking about that during the break. Not a single one of these girls on this team has ever been part of a basketball team that didn't make it to a Region Championship in a sub-state game.
Yeah, well, that's something they're going to be telling their kids. That's something they're going to tell their grandkids. You know how I know that?
Because you're telling them that you didn't make it?
No, what? No, we made it 3. We just didn't make it my senior year. But, you know, that's the one why I was going to say that is because all the Lady Cats that are at almost every game, all of those that play, you look up in the gym at all the banners.
Oh, yeah.
And we got so many Lady Cats, and I still hear some of the stories today. Mm-hmm. And, you know, sometimes Miss Marissa tells me a couple of stories.
Absolutely.
And, you know, so I hear stories often. Miss Teresa used to tell me a few stories here and there about some things. Susan Gallion has told me some stories. You know, these legacy Lady Cats have came out, and I mean, don't forget Miss Heather.
No, I can't forget Heather. She won't let me.
She's told me some stories, too. So, you know, I'm super proud of these Lady Cats to be able to make it as far as they have right now. But, hey, this is not the goal.
No.
Okay? No. This is not the goal. You're looking with your eye on the prize. You're looking toward to get to the glass house. So, what do you got to do to get there? Well, you don't necessarily have to win tonight to get there, but
a win tonight gets you the home game Saturday as opposed to a road game on Saturday, and that's huge.
Yes.
Lady Cats tonight, the visiting team, wearing their gold uniforms with black numbers, black trim. Lady Warriors in white uniforms with red numbers, red trim as the home team tonight. And let's give our Wayne County faithful some props, because I sit here and look behind me right now. There's a lot of people in black and gold that are making the trip over here tonight to be here for this ball game.
Yeah.
And now here we go. Tip is away, and the tip controlled by McEwen to start the game. Layla Downs with the basketball, brings it across the timeline. Working out at the top against Addie Odell. Lady Cats setting up, looks like in a man defense. Ava Ashley knocks the ball away from Carly Baker and steals it away. So nice steal early on for the Lady Cats. Now the ball back to Ava Ashley. Ashley gives it to Odell. Odell's going to set up the offense for the Lady Cats. McEwen showing a man-to-man defense. Presley Daniel with the basketball at the top of the key. She dishes it off to Mary Grace Littleton. Littleton with the drive. Inside, she passes out to Presley Daniel. Daniel goes up with a off the glass. Presley Daniel with an early 2-0 lead. I have a feeling we're going to need a big game out of Presley Daniel tonight.
Definitely. And I think we're going to get it.
Layla Downs now brings the ball back up the floor. She gets it over to Aubrey Branch. Branch working against Ava Ashley. Gives the ball back to Downs. Downs working out at the top of the key. Lady Cats in a 2-3 zone defensively. 1-2-2, correction. And now the pass over into the corner, back over to Branch. Branch back across to Carly Baker. Baker finds Downs over in the corner. Lady Cats blanketing her now. She pulls up a three-pointer from deep, and she knocks down that deep three. Good defense, too. Kate Bryson is right in her face, and she just put it right over the top of her.
She'll shoot it anywhere on the floor if you let her.
Kate Bryson now with the basketball, working on the elbow, back out to the top of the key to Odell. Odell swings it back over to Bryson. Bryson working to the left-hand side. She goes over to Ava Ashley. Ashley swings it back around to Odell on the elbow. Odell wants to go inside. It's not there. She goes now to Presley Daniel. Daniel drives the middle, kicks it back out to Littleton. Littleton over to Bryson in the corner. Bryson goes inside to Presley Daniel. Now Daniel with a kick out to Ava Ashley. Ashley with a three-pointer away. A little too strong, no good. Rebound taken in by McEwen. Downs goes back in transition. She wants to go coast to coast. And the Lady Cats get back and cut her off. Now, he's going to set the offense up for McEwen. She pulls up from nearly the logo and puts up a three-point shot that goes out of bounds. It's going to be Wayne County basketball. That was a bit advantageous.
Yeah, that was pretty deep right there. I told you she'd shoot it on the floor if you let her.
I don't have any doubt. She'll shoot from the midcourt logo if she wants to.
Yeah.
5:55 to go here in the first quarter. Lady Cats trail 3-2. Ava with the basketball gets it over to Odell. Odell wants to go in the middle to Presley Daniel, but Daniel with the defense right there. Now they go inside to Presley. Presley works to the left-hand side. The shot off the mark, no good. Preston comes down with it. She gets it over to Ashley. Ashley kicks it out to Bryson. Bryson around to Odell. Odell now dribbles right, goes back to Presley in the middle. Presley kicks it out to Ava. Ava with the shot fake. Now she's going to dribble drive. Downs in her face. She gets Littleton in the corner. Littleton with a three-pointer. A little too strong off the mark. And the ball tapped out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Cats. It's going to be Wayne County keeping the basketball here as Downs brings the ball back up the floor for the Lady Warriors.
Right now, Lady Cats are struggling to get a shot up. You know, that's a big deal. We got to be able to get our shots off here.
Branch with the basketball, working left-hand side. She's going to lose it and get it back. Now she gets it over in the corner to Ava Lestovka. I'm going to call her Ava. Ava's shot off the mark, no good, and Ava Ashley pulls it down going the other way. She passes ahead to Kate Bryson. Bryson in the middle of the press. Daniel with a nice finish, and she spins around Lestovka on the defense and just goes in and right hand off the glass. Nice finish there by Presley Daniel.
Yeah, I really like that move right there. Made one little step, laid it right in.
If Presley can get it going inside, that'll loosen up the defense because they're double guarding Ava hard. Now Lestovka with the ball inside. She pulls up from the free throw line. It's going to bounce up, and she gets the friendly roll right into the basket. We're back and forth here. McEwen back in front, 5-4. 4:23 to go here in the first quarter. Odell with the basketball. She passes into Presley Daniel. Now Presley's going to pull up a three, and that shot's going to be off the front of the iron. No good. Layla Downs gets the rebound, and she's going to bring it back up the floor. She's going to go coast to coast in transition, and she's going to pull up short. It's going to be short of everything. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by McEwen. It's going to be Wayne County basketball. And Downs coming up off the floor. She's got a little bit of a limp going on there.
There's a little awkward landing. Odell, she's probably going to shake it off and be all right.
Yeah. Odell passing ahead as the Lady Cats try to get back and catch him off guard. Now Bryson with the basketball. They're swinging it around to Littleton. Littleton over to Daniel. Presley has the basketball. Puts it back out to the top to Odell. Odell with the handoff to Littleton. Littleton tries to drive inside. She spins, gives it over to Daniel. Daniel gets it to Kate Bryson in the corner. Three away. No good. Rebound brought down out of Lestovka. And now they're still taking it away from her. Daniel comes out with it. She gets it out to Ava Ashley. Ashley puts up a three. Ashley knocks down a three from the elbow. Lady Cats back out in front, 7-5, 3:24 to play, first quarter.
That was a nice, beautiful shot. Way to be patient right there. The girl jumped at it, got off to the side, and she took a good shot.
Presley made it though, man. She got that steal back, and that was everything. Now they pass over to Baker in the corner. Baker's shot from the inside, no good. Rebound brought down by Ava Ashley. Now Ashley looking to get back in transition. She's going to go quick. She pulls up from three, a little short off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound tracked down by Layla Downs, and she's going to go back, no chance. And she's going to take it back, and you missed it right up. Now you don't see that very often. That's a gift right there, and the Lady Cats come down with the board as Kate Bryson got back there and got her hands on it, so they bring it back up the floor. Daniel with it drives inside, dishes out to Bryson. Bryson with the shot fake. She's trying to get the ball back out to Littleton. It's going to be a backcourt violation here, and that's going to turn the ball back over to McEwen. Now, Tabor Carroll and Kylie Thompson going to check into the game for the Lady Cats.
You know, keep an eye right here on Layla because she knows that the Lady Cats are going to try to take some charges here. If you on that fall, or not fall, but when she come down and landed one, she had to do that because she knew that she was going to initiate contact and draw the charge.
She did commit 3 or 4 charges the other night against McKenzie. And so if the Lady Cats can use their aggression against her, now we should have had a travel right there, but no call. Now McEwen with the basketball. Layla Downs dribbles back out at the logo. Addie Odell out there with her. She swings left-hand side, goes to the corner, and now we're going to get not sure what that call was, but it's going to be Wayne County basketball.
I think she stepped on the line.
Stepped on the sideline, okay. 7-5 your score with 2:06 to play first quarter. Wayne County with a 2-point lead. We've been back and forth all quarter here, first quarter. These two teams feeling each other out quite a bit. Now Ava Ashley with the basketball at the top. She gets it over to Adeline Odell. Odell's got Baker in her face. She goes to a cutting Presley Daniel. Daniel with a backside draw right to Ava Ashley. Downs comes right over the backside, blocks the shot, and she comes out with it going the other direction. She's going to lose the handle. It's going to be Wayne County basketball. It is Wayne County ball. The ball lost off of her hands, and she went right out of bounds with it. So Wayne County takes the possession. Inbounds to Odell. McEwen now showing full court pressure in the trap. Now the Lady Cats break that. Goes in the pass into Ashley. Ashley takes it there, lifts it away, and finishes. Ava Ashley with 2 more points. Makes it a 9-5 basketball game.
Great job by Ava right there to get in toward the goal. Another little stutter step right there. And maybe got over the crowd, maybe not.
Yeah, the McEwen fans definitely not happy with the call there. They thought she traveled. Downs there with a 3-pointer on the other end of the floor. Rebound off the mark, and the rebound collected by Maggie Baker. And now the foul committed. They're going to call that one, I believe, on Kylie Thompson. No, Presley Daniel. Presley Daniel picks up her first foul of the game, first team foul against either team. First shot for Maggie Baker is good. And Littleton checks back into the game as Cabley Carroll comes off the floor. Now Baker at the line with their second shot, and it is up and good as well. Maggie Baker, a really good free throw shooter, knocks down both of those, makes it a 9-7 ball game. Pass ahead to Littleton. Littleton works on the right-hand side. He goes back out to Odell. Odell over to Daniel. Thompson swings it back out to the top. Adeline with the ball. He's going to get it over to Mary Grace Littleton. Littleton dribble drive. She gets it back out to Presley. Presley with a pull-up shot, and it's going to get blocked by Lestovka. It's going to be McEwen basketball. We're inside of a minute to go here in the first quarter of action. McEwen coming back up the floor, going to have a chance to tie or take the lead here at the end of the first quarter. Downs dribbles right. She's going to initiate the contact, and I believe we're going to get a foul call here. They're going to call Ava with a blocking foul. So Ava picks up her first foul of the game, second team foul now against Wayne County. Not sure about that one. I believe.
Well, she got over right there and tried to cut off the sideline, but she didn't get there in time. So she did get it I think.
Now Downs working back to the left-hand side. She goes back out to the top. She goes inside to Lestovka. Lestovka kicks out to Baker. Baker's three-pointer blocked by Ava Ashley. Now back inside to Lestovka. But the layup no good. Rebound by Presley Daniel. Good job by Presley boxing out. And now the Lady Cats, with about 15 seconds, have the chance to extend their lead here. Handoff, no, this time the ball. No, now they lose the ball, and Presley Daniel coming in to get back into it. We're going to get a foul call, and Presley's going to pick up her second foul of the game now. 13 foul against Wayne County here in the first quarter. It's going to be McEwen basketball with 8.3 seconds to play here in the first quarter of action. Downs brings the ball up the floor. Odell comes out to meet her at the timeline. She comes right, goes back to the left. Now she's going to pull up a buzzer beater, and it's going to be off the mark. At the end of the first quarter, you score Wayne County 9, McEwen 7. Stay right here with us. This is Lady Cat Basketball on Big Oldies Radio. Fans, welcome back into Big Oldies Radio as we start the second quarter of action. Wayne County with the basketball and a 9-7 lead. Reaching 5A championship action at the end of the first quarter. Richland leads 10-9. We're going to keep an eye on that one as well. Addie Odell takes the inbound. She's going to bring the ball up the floor, gets it over to Mary Grace Littleton. Littleton inside to Presley Daniel pivots and picks it back out to Odell, Littleton rather. Littleton back over to Odell. Now Odell with the basketball goes back inside to Daniel. Presley Daniel is working against Lestovka. Lestovka's giving her all she wants and then some. Now the block by Ava Lestovka against Ava Ashley. Layla Downs comes out with the basketball. She loses it, gets it back. She's driving the baseline. Now she's going to kick it out to Baker on the elbow. Baker spins it around to the left. Shot by Aubrey Branch is good. That three-pointer from the opposite side knocks it down, makes it a 10-9 game as McEwen retakes the lead here in the second quarter. Now Kate Bryson in the elbow works inside to Presley Daniel. Daniel working to the right. She gets it out to Ava. Ava with the three-pointer, a little off the mark, too strong. Rebound collected by Baker, and Baker passes to Downs, who brings it back up the floor. Her three-pointer off the mark. Daniel tracks it down, and she gives it to Ava Ashley, who's going to put it back up the floor. She passes it ahead to Kate Bryson. Bryson cuts it back out to Ava. Ava with the shot fake. She's going to drive and go to the glass. It's so good, and the ball brought down. Layla Downs gets it, and she goes, and she just tossed it out of bounds, trying to get it away from the Lady Cats. It's going to be Wayne County basketball.
Actually, put down the ref timeout, but it was too late.
So now it's going to be Wayne County basketball. The inbounds comes to Adeline Odell. Odell gets it back to Littleton. Littleton works it over in the corner to Daniel. Daniel with the shot fake, dribbles left. She goes inside, now passes back over to Odell. Over to Bryson in the corner. Bryson back out to Presley Daniel. Back over to Littleton, back to Ava Ashley. Layla Downs got her hands on it. Ashley was able to get it back. Ava and Layla know each other pretty well. They played AAU together for a couple of years. And now we're going to get a foul called that should be on against Mackie Baker.
I think they're going to call
it. They're going to call it on Lestovka.
Yeah.
So Lestovka picks up her first foul of the game. First foul against McEwen in this contest. 6:19 to go in the first half. Wayne County trailing 10-9. Presley Daniel with the basketball. Works, drives the lane, goes up. Finished off the glass. Presley Daniel with another 2 points. Puts Wayne County back out in front by 1. 11-10 your score.
She tell you what, you have two girls rushing through her. They both kind of backed off. She decided to drive, and she did.
Great read, great finish, too. This is going to be back and forth, I think, the entire game. I don't think there's going to be any opportunity for either one of these teams to pull away from the other one at this point. It's Baker with the basketball, working against Odell. It goes around the top and passes it down. She's trying to get it to Aubrey Branch, and it goes off of Presley Daniel. Daniel got her hand up in the air and knocked it away, but it went out of bounds. So it's going to be McEwen basketball on the sideline right here in front of the Lady Cats bench. Baker to take it out. She gets it into Lestovka. Lestovka wants to go inside. She gets it back out to Baker. Baker with a shot fake, and the ball knocked away. Nice touch by Ava Ashley.
I'd like to see Ava step toward the sideline right there and trap her right there in the corner. That would have been great.
So now the inbounds comes to Layla Downs. Downs working left. Comes around the screen. She's going to bring it back to the right. Now she's going to go inside to Lestovka, and Lestovka puts it down from just inside the free throw line. We've been talking about Layla Downs, but let's not sleep on this Lestovka girl. She's knocking them down right now.
She is. She's shooting very well right now.
12-11. McEwen back out in front. Presley Daniel with the basketball, working against Lestovka. She gets it over to Littleton in the corner. Littleton inside to Ava Ashley. Ashley steps around, and she's going to, we're going to get a travel call. So Ava's going to get called for the travel. That's going to turn the ball back over to McEwen. 4:56 to go here in the first half. McEwen with a 1-point lead. 12-11 the score. Layla Downs brings the ball up the floor for McEwen. She works to the right-hand side of the floor. Now she's going to pass it over to the corner to Baker. Baker puts up a three. And Carly Baker knocks down a three-pointer. McEwen now with a 4-point lead. They enjoy their largest lead of the game thus far. Littleton with the ball passes back to Presley Daniel. Daniel pulls up shy with the shot fake. Now she passes across to Kate Bryson. Bryson did a good job just keeping it in bounds. Littleton now with the ball working back inside to Daniel. Daniel tries to step around. She gets it back out to Littleton. Littleton with a three-pointer away. That one no good. Rebound collected by Carly Baker. Baker hands the ball back to Layla Downs, and Downs going to drive the floor. She pulls up and stops. Now kicks it back to Aubrey Branch. Branch with a three-point fake, shot fake, gives the ball back to Downs. Yeah, Downs dribbles left, and it looks like she's going to try to reset the offense for McEwen. 3:55 to go.
I'm sitting here watching. I'm becoming more of a fan than a commentator right here. I'm over there like, where's the call?
Looks to me like she's shuffled her feet there a little bit, but they're letting it go. Now the pass inside. They go to, they go to Maggie Baker. She gets blocked out by Ava Ashley, and then she gets the ball back, hits it out to Layla Downs. Downs knocks down a three. 18-11 the score right now, and with 3:34 to go in the first half. Coach Molly is taking a 30-second timeout as McEwen is starting to feel it right now.
It's a good timeout.
Yes, I think it is too.
Slow your Lady Cats down, get them back in it. I think we're going to be okay. We just got to get control of some things right here, take some better shots. I really miss our student section tonight. I really wish they were here to help cause some distractions for McEwen, because I know the Lady Cats, it's hard for them to hear down there when you got student sections yelling like that, which I love student section.
So we come out of the timeout, 3:34 to play here in the first half. Wayne County trails 18-11. McEwen out in front with a 7-point lead. Now Odell brings the ball up the floor for the Lady Cats. Layla Downs is all over Ava Ashley, just absolutely blocking her out from going anywhere. Littleton with the basketball, works around to the right-hand side. She gives it back to Presley Daniel. Daniel gets it out to Bryson. Bryson back out to Presley at the top of the key. And Odell's going to come back out to the top and take the ball back from her and try to reset it for the Cats. Now the Lady Cats going inside. The pass just a little too hot to handle. Presley's not able to handle it. And McEwen takes it away. So now Downs brings the ball back up the floor. She gets it over into the corner. This one, the three-point shot off the mark. Kate Bryson pulls it down on the rebound. And she's going to push ahead to Adeline Odell. Odell sends it across the floor to Ava Ashley. Now Ashley's going to work left, coming around the screen set by Presley Daniel. She kicks it back across the floor, trying to get it to Mary Grace Littleton. But Maggie Baker steps right in front, gives it back to Downs. Downs going to bring it back up the floor. She pulls up a three off the front of the iron, no good. That rebound collected by Presley Daniel. And Presley's going to get it over to Ava. Ava Ashley's going to bring it back up the floor, gets it to Kate Bryson. Bryson wants to drive inside, but she gets cut off. Now she dishes it back to Presley Daniel. The pass ahead to Odell. Back out to Bryson. Bryson's three-pointer away. Kate Bryson, welcome to the party. Knocks down her first shot of the game. Makes it 18-14 with just over 2 minutes to go here in the first half.
I like that shot selection right there. Just took the time.
Don't panic here. If you're the Lady Cats, you cannot panic right now. You've got to keep playing.
You're down by 4.
Yeah. Now they go back inside to Lestovka. Lestovka kicks it back out to Baker. Baker drives the baseline back to Lestovka at the free throw line. And she's just knocking that one down. That's her spot right there. And she has hit every shot that she's taken from right there tonight. 20-14 to score. Lady Cats trail by 6. Now Presley Daniel with the ball, swings it around to Littleton. Littleton drives and kicks it back out to Presley. Now Presley's going to drive and dish to Odell. Odell with the three-pointer from the corner. Knocks it back out to a one-possession game, 20-17. We got 1:26 to play here in the first half. Lady Cats getting back into this thing here. And now we need a couple of stops defensively. Downs swings the ball up the floor. She goes to Baker in the corner. Baker's three-pointer is up. And that's another shot by Carly Baker. Lestovka's hitting them right there at the free throw line, and Baker is knocking down everything she's shooting out of this corner over here.
They hit 5 threes.
I know. Now Odell with the basketball, gets it over to Littleton. Littleton back to Presley Daniel. Daniel wants to drive, and she's going to go inside. And she stepped on the baseline.
No, she caught a charge, or he caught a charge. She had her hook with her ankle.
Are you kidding me? So Presley picks up a charge, and that's going to be her third foul. Presley Daniel's going to have to come to the bench with 3 fouls now as Caitlin Carroll goes back into the game. We got 51.6 seconds to play. 23-17 the score here. And some of the Wayne County faithful right here behind us, not too happy with what's going on right now. Wow, I'm letting the officials see it.
I agree with them. Foul count's 4-1 for the half so far.
Branch with the basketball, gets it back over to Downs. Downs swings it back to Branch. Branch back out to Downs at the top of the key. She's wanting to go back to the corner to Baker. Baker's got Caitlin Carroll right in her face. And now we're going to get a foul called on the baseline. They're going to call Caitlin Carroll with a foul. Cable's going to pick up her first foul of the game, and that's going to be 14 fouls now against Wayne County. 2 fouls against Wayne County here in the second quarter. 31.7 seconds to play. They inbound right to Lestovka under the basket. Her shot, no good. Caitlin Carroll goes up and brings it down, and she tries to pass it ahead, but it goes out of bounds, deflected by McEwen. It's going to be Wayne County basketball. We got 26 seconds to play here in the half. Now the inbounds pass comes across to Odell. Odell works up the floor. She dishes over to Kate Bryson. Bryson with a three-pointer. Kate Bryson with another 3. And the Lady Cats are hanging in this thing right now. McEwen wants to pull away, and the Cats are just hooked him in the back and not letting them go.
I don't care which one of the Lady Cats keeps me. Nope.
Bounce comes around the corner. They got a Branch in the corner. Harvey's kicking around the corner. Now the pass back out. Branch with the basketball. That's going to take us to the end of the half. Your score at the half. McEwen 23, Wayne County 20. Stay right here with us. We'll have first half stats and analysis. This is Wayne County Basketball District Region 6A Championship on Big Oldies Radio. At halftime, your score of the Region 6A championship game, the Region 6A championship game, McEwen leads your Wayne County Lady Cats by a score of 23-20. Will, I believe you got some stats for us, correct, brother?
Yeah, we're going to start with the Lady Warriors. Number 4, Maggie, she has 2. Number 11, Ava, she has 6. Number 15, Layla has 6. Number 20, Carly has 6. And number 24, Aubrey Branch has 3. For our Wayne County High School Lady Cats, number 14, Kate Bryson has 6. Number 25, Ava Ashley has 5. Number 33, Addie Odell has 3. And number 42, Presley Daniel has 6. I think we're going to be okay. I know it don't look like it. I know you can't kind of feel down right now because we're so used to leading at halftime, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've had plenty of games this year where we were leading, whether it was comfortably or we were ahead. It didn't matter. We were almost always ahead in the first half. And I think the Lady Cats are going to go in there right now. They're going to regroup. I think Coach Molly, Coach Scott's going to tell them to calm down a little bit, refocus, and do our best to stay out of foul trouble. We got
the fouls are killing us.
Yeah, we need our girls to do some big box outs here and get some fouls called on McEwen because it should be nice to see them in foul trouble as well.
They called what 6 fouls against us in the first half and 1 against McEwen.
I have 5, so it's
Okay.
it's 5-1, and that one was against number 11 down there on the baseline against
Ava,
I think it was
Larry Presley.
yeah, it was one of those. I really don't remember which girl had the ball, but I know she had her by her hip right there. So it should have been called against them up here on Ava when Layla was smacking at it.
Yeah,
So.
she initiated the contact, no question.
But our cats, they're going to be okay. They're going to be all right. Everybody stay focused. Stay motivated. We're going to be all right. Come out second half here, box out, knock some good shots down, just take care of business.
Region 5A championship is at halftime right now. Richland leads Cornersville by a score of 19-12. We'll be keeping an eye on that one as well. We got second half action coming in about 5 minutes. Stay right here with us. This is Region 6A championship basketball on Big Oldies Radio. All right, Wayne County basketball fans, welcome back into Big Obies. We start the second half. It's McEwen basketball with a 23-20 lead. Layla Downs brings it around the left-hand side. She swings it back across the court to Baker. Baker pulls up with a shot fake from three. Now she dribbles inside. She picks up and she's over there. And we're going to get got time. Got time. We get that travel call. And it's going to turn the ball back over to the Lady Cats. Lady Cats bring the ball up the floor now with an opportunity to tie the game here. 23-20 as we start the third quarter here. Back inside the Presley Day with a backdoor cut. And Kate Bryson takes it in with a finish off the glass. 23-22. Lady Cats hanging in here. 7:25 to go here. Downs brings the ball back up the floor for McEwen. She's working to the right-hand side. Now she's going to reverse, go back to the left. She goes to Baker in the corner. Baker with a bounce pass inside to Maggie Baker. She gets it back out to Downs. Downs goes inside to Lestovka. Lestovka with the double chip. Now she passes back out to Carly Baker. Baker on the elbow, on the corner rather. And Kate Bryson right in her face. Now she hands the ball back to Layla Downs. Downs brings it back out to the logo. And it's going to try to reset the offense. Got a screen right. She's going to come around that screen. Ava Ashley in her face. She gets it over to Ava. Carly Baker in the corner. Baker with a shot fake, and now Kate Bryson all over her. They're taking a timeout. And the ball now timeout taken as McEwen's going to take a timeout here. Lady Cats defensively just smothering McEwen and coming out here.
Well, you know, they're taking a 30-second timeout right here. Great job by the Lady Cats right there. McEwen had a couple of shots, decided not to take them, thankfully. She got away with the travel right there. But one thing that I've noticed is first half that I didn't mention, I'm going to mention it now, especially now that I hear other coaches and people yelling it. Layla Downs is carrying the ball, and she's sitting up here. Oh, my God. She's getting her hand completely under that thing. You know, yeah. I'd like to see that called a time or two here.
Yeah, but they're not going to call that. I promise you that. They're going to let that go all night long, and not one time will that get called. We're coming out of the timeout now. 6:42 to go here as McEwen takes the ball out on the sideline right in front of their own home bench. Inbounds pass comes to Lestovka, rather. Lestovka gets it out to Aubrey Branch at the top now. She passes over to Downs on the elbow. Downs thought about a deep three. Now she's going to dribble back out. Odell right there with her. And now she's going to get Carly Baker going to come out and take the ball away from her. Now Baker trying to work out there. She gives it back to Down on the other side. We got a push off, no call. Downs pulls up a three, and that three-pointer goes right through. That should have been an offensive foul.
And she looked at Ava and smiled after
she did, absolutely. Now Ava Ashley working on the other end of the floor, gets it back to Odell. Odell swings it around to Littleton. Littleton passes back over to Daniel. Now Daniel working back out to the top of the key, finds Bryson coming back around, and Kate Bryson gives the ball back to Odell here on the elbow. Odell back to Littleton. Littleton goes to Ava Ashley. Ashley now with the basketball. She comes around, and she gives the ball back to Odell. Odell now back inside to Ashley, cut to the basket, and Ava, the shot no good, but Ava is going to get fouled, and that's going to put Ava Ashley at the line to shoot two. And with 5:44 to play in the third quarter, the Lady Cats are finally at the free throw line.
Yeah, that's going to be Carly's first foul. Ava's going to go to the line here for two. I'd like to see that on a different player, but we'll take it.
Yep. First shot by Ava Ashley goes through. That one's going to be good. Oh, I know. And the second shot for Ashley is good. So Ashley 2 for 2 on that trip to the line. Brings the Lady Cats back to within two. It's 26-24. 5:44 to play. Downs takes the inbounds pass. She's going to bring the ball up the floor for McEwen. Odell back out there to guard her. She's going to go right, and now she's going to take it. She wants to isolate, go all the way. Now she's going to throw across the court to Maggie Baker. Back out to the top to Aubrey Branch. Branch hands the ball to Downs, coming back around the top of the key. Downs has got Odell and Ava Ashley right out there with her. Now she's going to reverse, come back around the floor. He loses the handle, gets it back, and we're going to get – what? Are you kidding me? That's a terrible call. We're going to get a call against Addie Odell. They're going to say that we got a push call in the back, and that goes against Adeline Odell. That's going to be first foul against Adeline here in the third quarter. First team foul against the Lady Cats here in the third quarter. And with 5:13 to play here in the third quarter of action, 26-24. Downs with the ball, swings it across the court. She gets it back to Aubrey Baker. Carly Baker. Baker back out to Aubrey Branch. Branch working back to Downs. Downs now working inside to Lestovka. She gets the ball, loses it, and now it's on the floor. We got a timeout taken as McEwen gets the ball back, and we're going to get a timeout taken by the Lady Warriors, a 30-second timeout. And then right here behind us, it looks like we got some activity going on. We're going to keep that to ourselves, though. So McEwen with a 30-second timeout to preserve the possession, 26-24. And it's definitely getting a little chippy out there, Will.
It's getting wild, man. I'm a little distracted. I'm not going to lie to you. You know, I would like to. I know I'm biased. I'm a Wildcat, Lady Cat fan for life. You can't take that out of me. You can't beat it out of me. And I just wish that it would be a little bit more called both ways. Is that the best way to say that?
Yeah, it seems like the calls are going very one-sided. If you take a look at what's happening right now, McEwen is getting everything in their favor, and the Lady Cats is getting no love at all whatsoever from the officials. Yeah. Now the rebound comes deep into the backcourt to Layla Downs. She drives the middle, pulls it up, no good. Presley Daniel comes down with the rebound. And finally, we're going to get a call. They're finally going to call that. Layla Downs gets called with her first foul of the game, second team foul against McEwen here in the third quarter as she took Presley to the ground. Presley got the rebound. Now Adeline Odom brings the ball back up the floor. She works to the right-hand side, and that goes back. She drives the baseline. She's going to get it back out, and now we're going to get a travel call. They're going to say Mary Grace got a step there, but she got pushed.
She did, but you know, she was getting pushed the whole way. Like, girl had a hand on her riding it. Yeah, but she did. I mean, still, it was a travel, so it's got to be one or the other. You got to call something.
Yep. Downs brings the ball back up the floor for McEwen. She takes it right there at the logo. Now the pass inside. They try to get it to the Stalka. Mary Grace Singleton with active feet, active hands, gets in there and takes the ball away. She gets it to Odom ahead on the elbow, or the corner rather. Now back over to Presley Daniel in the middle. Presley's going to drive it, and she goes up to finish. No good. That's Mary Grace Singleton with the putback off the rebound. Ties it up. 26 all. Needs to score. Wayne County has come back and tied this thing back up. Let's go. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. McEwen now with the basketball, bringing it back up the floor. Downs working against Odom. She's going to go left. She gets it over to Carly Baker. Baker on the corner gives it to Downs. Downs pulls up from three. It's off the front of the iron. No good. Odom comes out with the basketball, and now she's got it. She's got to pass ahead. And we're going to get a travel call on the other end of the floor as Odom was trying to get the ball over to Littleton, and they're going to say she pivoted and took an extra step.
She may have. I couldn't tell. Layla was in front of me, and I saw Layla jump, but I couldn't see him part of it.
Now Downs hits the basketball, working back in. She gives the ball out to Branch. Branch back to Downs. Odom all over her. Give Addie Odom a lot of credit. She's playing great defense tonight. Downs drives inside. The pass over inside to Maggie Baker. Baker's shot affected and blocked by Mary Grace Littleton. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Cats. It's going to be McEwen basketball underneath their own baseline here. The pass inbounds right to Listovka. Listovka right underneath the basket. Just put it through off the glass. Easy two for her, and that puts the Warriors back in front. Now Odom looking to pass ahead. Bryson not ready for it. She loses it. McEwen coming back the other way. Downs is going to come back in transition, and she goes back up and finishes high off the glass. McEwen back out in front, 30-26. We got 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Lady Cats need to settle down right now.
Well, you got to limit your mistakes. And when the other
look at there, Mary Grace right under the basket. Good feed, good find by Kate Bryson. She found Mary Grace Littleton wide open under the basket. Littleton with a nice finish.
Nice look right there. I didn't get to finish what I was saying earlier, but that's all right.
That's okay. Downs bring the ball back up the floor for the Lady Warriors. She's got at the top of the logo. She's going to work left-hand side now. She's going to reverse and go the other way. Ava picks it up on the other side of the screen. She's going to swing it back out to Aubrey Branch. Branch brings it back up, and she thought about a shot there. Now she's going to pass the ball back over to Carly Baker. Baker inside to Listovka. Listovka back out to Baker. Baker gives it to Downs. Downs puts up a three. It's way off the mark. No good. Kate Bryson comes out with it. She gets it back over to Littleton. Now Littleton to Ashley. Ashley coming back up the floor. She wants to drive and finish. She puts up a floater, no good. Kate Bryson right back there with the rebound. She gets it out to Odom, and we're going to get a timeout. Coach Ashley's going to take a timeout right here. I like the timeout.
I do too. I was actually hoping for one. I was just about to say it, but so much action I didn't.
I believe that's their second that they've taken. So McEwen is taking two timeouts. Wayne County takes their first timeout now. at this point. We got 1:55 to go, third quarter of action. 30-28 is your score. McEwen with a 2-point lead in a nail-biter of a contest, which, I'll be honest with you, this is kind of what I expected tonight.
Yeah, me too. I expected it to be close like this. I expected tempers to flare, and guess what? Both of those things have happened.
On the other side, in Region 5A action, with 4:19 to go in the third quarter, Richland leads Cornersville 27-18. Now Ashley on the inbounds on the baseline. She gets the ball into Littleton. Littleton around to Bryson. Bryson swings it over to Presley Daniel. Daniel now drives the baseline. That's goes up and finishes. Nice drive, nice finish. Presley Daniel comes in and breaks the defense pay. Ties it up. We're back to 30 all with 1:40 to go. Downs brings the ball back up the floor for McEwen. And she's going to work right-hand side, turn around, and we're going to get a no call. Now she's going to work it inside. Now she lashes back out. It goes to Addie Odell. Addie gets in place and intercepts the pass. Gives it to Kate Bryson. Bryson gives it to Ashley. Ashley back to Bryson. Bryson in the corner. Three-pointer off the mark. No good. Downs comes out with it. She's going to bring it back up the floor. And she's going to get blocked by Ava Ashley. McEwen still has the basketball. She gives it back to Downs. Downs comes back inside, and we're going to get a foul called. Mary Grace Littleton came in to try to block the shot, and they're going to get Mary Grace with a foul there. That's going to put Layla Downs at the line to shoot two. Mary Grace's first foul of the game, second team foul against Wayne County.
I like that the Lady Cats are flocking to the ball in situations like that when she tries to drive toward the rim. I like that. I wish we would swing a little less, or swat, I guess would be the best time to say. But, you know, Lady Cats, keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're fighting.
I mean, that was just MG trying to do something there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, she had to trying to make something happen. Downs 2 for 2 on that trip to the line. Makes it a 32-30 basketball game. 1:04 to play here in the third quarter. Odell brings the ball back up the floor for the Lady Cats. Lady Cats still in this thing. They're not going away, and McEwen not getting away from them either. Now the pass out to Ashley. Ashley at the top of the key with a shot fake. She gives it back to Odell. Odell gives it inside to Daniel. Now back to Odell. Odell gives it. Right into the basket. Ashley with the basket. And call. Layla Downs is going to pick up her second foul, and that's going to put Ava Ashley at the line with an opportunity to convert the 15th play.
Let's go. Come on. My heart skipped the beat right there. Let's go, Ava. Atta girl.
Ava knocks it through, makes it a good 3-point play there. 33-32 your score. We're inside of 45 seconds to play here in the third quarter.
First time we went back on top since the first quarter, right?
Yes, sir. We were back on top for the first time since the first quarter. Downs brings the ball back up the floor. That's an illegal screen. They had called that all night. Downs working right-hand side. She loses the ball. Odell comes out with it. Now Mary Grace Littleton comes out with it, and we get a timeout taken. Who took the timeout? Coach Molly. Okay, Coach Molly. Well, I think one of the girls on the floor called it. And Coach Molly was standing here like, what happened? But it is going to be Wayne County timeout. So, Yep. According to the scoreboard, they got 2 left. So we must be missing one somewhere.
I may have marked it over there because you marked it on me.
The scoreboard says McEwen has 3 and Wayne County with 2. Well, so we missed one somewhere. But, so we got a 60-second timeout taken here, this full timeout. It's a good timeout nonetheless. I mean, you got the basketball. You call the timeout. You prevent McEwen from getting their hands on it, create the jump ball situation, and you get to steal the possession.
Yeah, that was a great steal by the Lady Cats right there. And good job, Addie Odell, to get on the floor on that sucker. Absolutely got on it. I'm not sure where the timeout came from, but I think it's going to be Lady Cat basketball, probably on that sideline right over there. It should be over there. They're inside the perimeter. They got the base, because they're inside the perimeter, so they have to take it down low.
I think Ava saw what was happening there because the officials, when they asked who called the timeout, he said 2-5. So I think Ava saw what was happening. She saw the situation. She called the timeout real quick to preserve the possession. We're inside of 26 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Adeline Odell brings the ball back up the floor with a 1-point lead for the Lady Cats. She gets the ball to Kate Bryson on the right-hand side. Bryson with the feed inside to Mary Grace Littleton. Littleton. How about MG going live here in the third quarter? 35-32. We're inside of 10 seconds. Downs, she's going to pull the trigger on this. She dribbles it out. Oh, double dribble. There we go. Double dribble on the other end of the floor. Wildcat fans, we apologize. We might be becoming fans right now. I'm sorry. But that right there, Lady Cats, I mean, they tried to steal from the Cats on that one right there. Now the inbounds comes to Odell. We're inside of 2 seconds here. Bryson has the ball and no chance to get the shot off. At the end of 3, your score, Wayne County 35, McEwen 32. Stay right here with us. We'll have fourth quarter action. This is Wayne County basketball on Big Old News Radio. County basketball fans, welcome back into Region 6A championship action on Big Oldies Radio as we start the fourth quarter. Wayne County Lady Cats with a 35-32 advantage. Starting 5 on the floor for the Lady Cats here to begin the fourth quarter. In Region 5A championship action, Corsville has brought it back to within 5. It's 27-22 at the end of the third quarter with about a minute to play. Addie Odell brings the ball up the floor for the Cats. She gives inside to Presley Daniel. Daniel gives it back out to Adeline Odell. Odell works back to the left-hand side, and she goes right to Littleton. Now Littleton being guarded by Baker out at the top. She's going to try to dribble drive inside. She gives it back to Bryson. Bryson back over to Presley. Presley gets it back out to Adeline Odell, and Odell's going to bring it back out to the logo and reset the offense for the Lady Cats. She goes back inside to Presley. I think the Cats are trying to work a little inside-out game here, and Presley's just not able to penetrate the defense. Hey, where's the punch right there, man? We saw it. He should yeah. Presley Daniel got pushed inside there. No call whatsoever. Now Presley with the basketball comes back out to the logo. She gets it back over to Odell. Odell working the basketball now back to the left-hand side. She's got the count going here. She gets it back to Littleton. Littleton's got Bryson inside, but now she gets covered. Now to Ashley, back out to Odell. Odell with the basketball out of the elbow. She swings it across the floor to Bryson. Bryson goes back out to the top of the key to Presley Daniel. Daniel's going to reset the offense for the Lady Cats. Lady Cats have worked about a minute of clock here and trying to get something going inside.
Let's see the Lady Cats go off of that right there. When they isolate, or not isolate, they got one on the single side on this side, and then we got everybody over there except for the top, right? So I like to see them drive around that. Mm-hmm. Back cut right there, hit the back cut and have someone on the back side over there cutting to the ball. Am I making any sense?
You're making perfect sense to me. I know exactly what you're saying. We need to open that back door up and go into it, you know. Now Daniel with the basketball right in the middle. She gets it out to Odell. Odell with the shot fake. She drives back inside and now passes it back out to Daniel. Presley Daniel now dribbles back out toward the logo. She's going to hand the ball off to Kate Bryson. Kate Bryson's going to hold the ball, gives it over to Littleton. Littleton works it around to Ava Ashley. Ashley back out to Odell. Odell with the basketball swings it over to Kate Bryson. Bryson swings it around to Littleton. Now Littleton coming around Ava Ashley, screening around inside. Comes back and gives it to Presley Daniel. Now Daniel goes to the basket. Let's go. Shot no good, but she's going to get fouled by Lastovka as Ava Lastovka picks up her second foul of the game. That's going to be the first foul against McEwen here in the fourth quarter, and that's going to be 2 shots for Presley Daniel right here at the free throw line. We need these shots.
That was a great take right there all the way to the rim. The only thing I wish that would have happened is I wish she would have been able to get the and one.
Get the and one, yeah. 27-27, Richland and Corners are tied. Presley Daniel 1 for 2, but Mary Grace Littleton comes in and gets the rebound, and now the Lady Cats with a 4-point lead have the basketball and an opportunity to get another possession here. Littleton gets it around to Odell. Odell works it back inside to Presley Daniel. Daniel with the basketball dribbles back out to Littleton. Littleton swings it across to Kate Bryson. Bryson with the basketball loses the handle, gets it back. She gives it back out to Odell. Odell swings it over to Littleton. Now Littleton working against Baker. She's going to drive inside. She pulls up over the defender. It's no good. Knocked out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Wayne County. There's no way. McEwen was right there, had 2 players in between Mary Grace and the ball.
When we get the rock back right here, we got to make sure that we protect it. You know, I like the ball movement. I like slowing it down right there. We just got to make better decisions.
We worked 3 minutes off that clock right there, which is awesome. Yeah. And we come out with a point. Now she loses the handle, and they're going to say Presley Daniel touched it, guys. So the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Warriors basketball. 5:06 to play here in the contest. Wayne County with a 4-point lead.
15's going to cut, yeah.
So there's the cut outside.
Illegal again.
Now, Downs pulls up a deep three-pointer coming off of the screen, and she knocks that one through. 36-35. Odell brings the ball back up the floor. Now Odell dribbles the ball back out. Lady Cats with a 1-point advantage right now. Back to Daniel in the middle of the floor. Daniel gets it back to Littleton. Littleton to Odell. Odell works inside to Presley Daniel. Daniel's got Mustavka and Downs right in her face. Now she goes back inside to Ashley puts up the shot. It's no good, but Mustavka is going to pick up another foul. That's going to be 3 against Mustavka, 2 against McEwen here in the fourth quarter, and that's going to put Ava Ashley at the line to shoot 2. Lady Cats with a 1-point lead now can make it a 3-point advantage. Ava's first shot goes through. Now Ava's second shot on the way, and that one is going to be good as well. Ava Ashley 2 for 2 on that trip. We're at 4:37 to go here. Lady Cats with a 3-point advantage. Downs is going to bring the ball back up the floor for the Lady Warriors. She's dribbling left, and she wants to try to isolate and drive the lane. She's going to go in. The finish is not there, and the rebound is going to be fought for and collected by McEwen. They get the ball back to Downs. Downs dribbles back out to the top. She swings it over to Mustavka. Mustavka is going to kind of drive. McEwen is right there, and now we're going to get a foul called as she was trying to get the ball back out, and they're going to get Ava Ashley with another foul right there, second. No, they're going to call Mary Grace Littleton on that one. Wait, what? So that'll be Littleton's second foul, first team foul against Wayne County here in the fourth quarter. 4:13 to go. They cut inside to Baker. Baker tries to go up, and Presley Daniel right there to block the shot. Odell comes out with it. She passes ahead to MG. Now back to Odell. Odell's going to slow it down and reset the offense for the Lady Cats. Bryson's got the basketball. She's working against Baker out here at the circle. Presley's picking herself off the floor again because they're just letting her get beat to shreds inside with no call. Now the pass to Ava Ashley. Ashley's working against Downs. She gives it back to Presley Daniel. Daniel comes back after the top, hands the ball off to Kate Bryson. Bryson calls Odell back out and says, come get the ball. Let's try to reset and set something up here. She goes back to Bryson. Bryson inside. There's Littleton right underneath the basket. And Layla Downs comes in and affects the shot. The ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Wayne County. It's going to be McEwen basketball. 3:28 to play.
I'm making a 50-50. Come here.
Lady Warriors with the basketball. Bring the ball up the floor. Downs has the ball. She gets it back over to Baker. Carly Baker brings it back out to the top. Ava Ashley comes out to get to her. Then she gets it back over to Downs. Downs pulls up a deep three, and that one falls through the basket. We've got a tie basketball game here with 3:07 to play. This thing has been back and forth. Neither team able to pull away. Now Presley Daniel with the basketball. She hands it back to Odell. Odell working against Aubrey Branch. She goes right to Kate Bryson. Bryson comes down. She tries to drive the lane. She gets cut off. She's going to get it back out to Presley Daniel. Back over to MG. Swings it back around to Odell. Odell with the shot fake. Now she's looking for somebody to come back around. She needs somewhere to go with the basketball. He's got to bring it back out to the logo. Swings it left to Kate Bryson. Bryson now working back inside to Mary Grace Littleton. Littleton out to Daniel. Daniel hands the ball off to Ava Ashley. Ashley with a drive. Shot off the mark, no good. And now we're going to get a foul called as Downs comes down with it. Presley's going to pick up her fourth foul. That's going to be 3 against Wayne County here in the fourth quarter. McEwen's basketball now with 2:24 to go. We got a tie ball game, and Downs brings the ball back up the floor for McEwen. She picks up the dribble, hands the ball off to Carly Baker. Baker over to Branch on the right-hand side. Give it to Mustavka in the corner. Back to Carly Baker. Baker now dribbles, drive. She loses the handle. Ashley comes out with it. And we're going to get a hold call against Layla Downs. That's going to be a foul against 15. That's going to turn the ball back over to Wayne County. And that's going to be her third foul of the game. Third team foul now against McEwen here in the fourth quarter. 2:04 to play. Wayne County now has possession of the basketball in a tie ball game with just over 2 minutes to go. this one's going to come down to the wire, brother.
Yeah, do you think we're going to try to hold it and waste a little clock here? Do you think we're going to try to do it?
I think we need the bucket right now. We need the points, man. And there's the backdoor cut. She's trying to get the ball to Ava Ashley. It goes out of bounds. Downs deflects it. Ava's frustrated. You can see the look on her face right now. She feels like she's getting abused in there.
Well, Layla's giving her a really hard time.
I think she is. Now, Odell on the baseline takes the ball out, gets it into MG. Back over to Kate Bryson. Bryson back around to Daniel. Daniel gives it to Ava Ashley. Ashley working inside. That's going to finish. Ava Ashley goes in and penetrates and makes the basket. 40-38 to score. We got a minute and a half to play. Layla brings the ball back up the floor for McEwen. She gets it and kicks it out to Baker. Baker with the three-pointer from the corner. In and out, no good. Kate Bryson comes down with the rebound, and she is getting blanketed down there. And we get a timeout taken. Coach Ashley saw the situation. She called the timeout. Called the full timeout right there. Fantastic call.
Now listen, I don't mean this ugly at all. It's just a question. Not number 20, Chloe Baker. On offense, the only thing she's doing is sitting in the corner.
Yep.
Because, you know, each time she's caught the basketball, she's been in that corner. She's been in that area. Now, you can tell she works on that shot. She's thrown several there. Yeah. You know, or at least a couple here. So,
every time they go on offense, she'll come out, get the ball at the top, and then she hands the ball back over to Downs, and she heads straight for that corner. That's all she does.
Just chill.
Yeah, she's going back and forth. Yeah. She's basically running the baseline.
When Downs gets downhill right there, and she finds herself in trouble, she kicks it right through.
And the shot is there, and we're very fortunate that one didn't fall. There's 4 minutes left in the game in Eagleville. Richland with a 5-point lead, 32-27 over Cartersville. We got 1:21 to play right here, though, and Wayne County has the basketball with a 40-38 lead. A minute 21 to play. I believe we're going to see full-court pressure right here. What do you think?
Yeah, they're definitely going to do that. We need to.
Now the inbounds comes to Ava Ashley. Ashley gives the ball back to Presley Daniel. Daniel swings it back over to Ava. Ava picks up her dribble. She's going to try to get it back to Presley. Presley gets it to Odell. Odell with a pass ahead to Kate Bryson. Bryson gets it back to Ava, cutting to the basket. Yes, Ashley with the left hand comes in and finishes. And she comes through the back door, says, "How you doing?" Now Riley Brown brings the ball back up the floor. She pulls a deep three off the 30-iron, no good. Rebound by Littleton. Wayne's had the basketball with a 4-point lead and 50 seconds to go. Now it's time to work clock.
Yes, it is. They're going to foul you.
Odell has the ball. She gets it to Presley Daniel. Daniel has the ball, gets it back to Odell. Odell gets the ball back around. She's going to swing it over to MP. We need to get the ball into Ava's hands right now so that they can foul her. And the foul now committed. They're going to say the foul was committed by Branch out here at the top. That's her first. That's going to be her first foul of the game. 14 foul now against McEwen. So one more foul is going to put the Lady Cats in the bonus. We need Presley Daniel. We need Ava Ashley. We need Kate Bryson. I think one of those three needs to be holding the basketball when they commit the foul here. Odell has the ball, and the foul is going to get committed in the backboard against Adeline Odell. So Addie Odell is going to go to the line. Yeah, she got this. And Addie is going to have a chance right now to knock down 2 shots from the free throw line. If she can knock these down and make it a 6-point lead with 31.7 seconds to go, at that point in time, McEwen's going to start jacking threes.
Oh, yeah, and they're telling them do not let Ava get possession.
Let's go. Addie Odell rocks that one through. First one falls into the cylinder. It's good. Now Addie's second shot from the free throw line. Second shot on the way. Come on, Addie. Yes, on that trip to the line. 6-point lead. Wayne County out in front. We got 30 seconds to play. Downs drives. She's going to kick it back to Branch. Branch back over to Downs. Downs wants to go. She's going to drive and puts up a running shot. And we're going to get a blocking foul. We're going to call MT on that foul. There's no way. Layla Downs initiated that contact all day long. And they're going to call that a foul against Mary. That's ridiculous.
Oh, I'm not with that.
MP picks up her third foul of the game, third team foul against Wayne County. That puts Layla Downs at the line. Her first shot is good. Does she make this one or miss it on purpose?
Oh, you got to make it.
She knocks that one through. 44-40 to score now. McEwen with full court pressure. The ball inbounds to Littleton. Littleton with the ball gets it back to Daniel, and Downs comes in and commits the foul against Presley Daniel. That's going to put Presley Daniel at the line now. And Presley's going to have a chance to make a couple of shots. That's 4 fouls now against Downs. Lady Cats in the bonus already. So Presley walking her way back up to the other end of the floor.
And for those that are at home, when Layla committed that foul right there, it was pretty aggressive.
Oh, yeah.
She immediately apologized to Presley. So if you're not able to see that, I don't want you to think that she was just trying to do anything ill.
She came up and stuck her hand out. She and Presley, gave a little high five there to each other. They a lot of respect between these two teams.
Yeah, let's go.
Daniel making her shots at the charity stripe, and now we got 18 seconds in a 6-point lead. Downs brings the ball back up to floor. Time you call that, sir. Illegal screen against McEwen. He's going to turn the ball back over to the Lady Cats. We got a 6-point lead, 14.6 seconds to play. Lady Cats have the basketball, and we're going to get the inbounds here. Ava Ashley gets the ball, and she is immediately fouled. That foul going to go against Layla Downs. Layla Downs is fouled out of the game. And that's going to put Ava Ashley at the line to shoot 2. If Ava can make these shots, this is going to ice the basketball game right here. 3 possessions with 13 seconds, it's over. We need these shots. We need these shots. Ava's first one at the charity stripe is good. Score update for you. Richland ahead of Portersville 34-29 with a minute and a half to play. Richland 2 for 2 at the charity stripe. Wayne County is going to win their 5th straight regional championship, and we're going to host a state game at Wayne County High School this Saturday night. We're just waiting to see who we're going to play, baby.
Yeah,
And right now it looks like it's going to be Portersville.
that does look like it's going to be Cornersville. Yeah, let's go.
Come on. Big Oldies fans, if you are listening right now, I apologize. I know we're getting a little loud and rowdy, but we got some stuff to be excited about right here. This Lady Cat team, something has played with more moxie tonight than I've seen all season.
Something we didn't say over the radio, but we said it together. When these Lady Cats come out of court at halftime, they looked like they were beaten. They did. It was all over their face, but all these fans, yes, all you back at home, having the faith and believing and cheering them on.
It's no good. And you final score tonight here in McEwen. The Lady Cats of Wayne County win their 5th straight regional championship. The final score is 50-40. Wayne County Lady Cats, region champions of 6A, and we are going to host Sub-State this Saturday night. Looks like it's going to be Cornersville. We got about a minute left in that ball game, and we'll let you know who we're going to play in just a minute or two. Now, Lady Cats are going to be hosting sectionals once again.
Looking like McEwen's going to end up going to Richland, and I'm going to tell you,
That'll be a ball game. I'd like to watch that one. How about these Lady Cats?
how about them? Let's go.
The final score 50-40. Folks, stay right here with us. We'll have post-game stats, analysis, award presentations, and all that. This is Wayne County Basketball on Big Oldies Radio. fans, welcome back into Big Ogres Radio. Wayne County fans have come alive right now. They are chanting Coach Smalley's name like crazy. And you want to talk, listen, I'm going to say this right here, right now. You might disagree with me. This right here, this season, in my opinion, this is the best coaching job that Molly has done in the last 5 years.
Yep, she has. I mean, I think so, especially in the last 3 or 4. I think people especially, So, I think Coach Molly, Coach Scott have done an excellent, excellent job with these Lady Cats over the years. And this year, I think that they've done some spectacular things for them. Let me go ahead and get some scores.
Get some stats, brother. Yeah, absolutely.
So,
from McKenzie and from Houston County. I apologize, I'm not able to get those players. But 3 Lady Cats tonight recognized in the all-tournament team. And with 14 and a half seconds left, we're sitting here watching it. Richland, Cornersville has made it a 3-point basketball game.
Yeah.
36-33, Richland in front with 14.4 seconds left.
I think Richland has the ball right here, so they got a timeout. It looks like it's a full timeout, so it's going to be for just a little bit before we know the final of that game.
These Lady Cats are on their feet. They're amped up. They're excited. And why would they not be? Because they just won a regional championship for the 5th straight season.
Presley Daniel played with 3 fouls for quite a while.
She never 3 fouls for most of the second half, and she finished with 4.
Yes, she did. Finished with 4, and Mary Grace finished with 3. Ava with 1, and Fabry with 1.
Now McEwen Lady Warriors being recognized as region runner-up, and you can tell they're frustrated right now. They played a hard ball game tonight. They played a tough ball game. They got nothing to be ashamed of.
No,
as far as I'm concerned.
They got a lot. Some of the other girls really showed up a little bit tonight. I didn't expect Ava. I know she only has an 8 right here, but she was a major threat. You got to try to take that away.
Factor.
And the Lady Cats done well to adjust to that. She only had 2 points in the second half.
Yeah,
she had 2 points there in the third quarter. Layla Downs carried the. She had all their points the second half except for those 2.
Yeah.
So, kudos to the Lady Cats. I told you they'd make some adjustments and they'd come out. I was worried. I wasn't worried at all until I saw them walk out. And then I got a little nervous because some of them seemed down.
Oh,
okay?
Yeah.
Their heads were down a little bit. But I think, with Greg and Greg Martin up here and several of the Lady Cat fans getting excited, getting the Lady Cats ramped up. That's what fans are for. You know that, right? Congratulations to the Wayne County High School Lady Cats.
Now the Lady Cats being introduced on the floor as the Region 6A champion. They're coming out to get their plaque, and Heather Warren over there ready to take the photos and get it all ready. Hey, there's a lady right there, man. She does a great job of reporting all this stuff. Every time there's a basketball game or a football game or anything, it's like, listen, you didn't get 24 hours, and she's got pictures online.
We have some really great folks in Wayne County.
You have no idea.
And some people who really love Wayne County athletes, and students in general. But Miss Heather, man, and her husband Lynn, they do an absolute fantastic job of hustling around, taking all these photos of games. And, you know, sometimes they're at other games. They travel to other schools and take photos and take them up for them. You can tell they have a passion for it.
They've been here every night this week, and this is a long haul to get over here. You know that.
I know. We've both been here.
So we'll be back tomorrow night.
Yeah, we sure will.
Ooh, let's talk about tomorrow night for a second.
Okay.
How about Wayne County and Perry County for the 4th time, this time for the region championship?
Yeah, I like Wayne County in it, obviously, but you know, Wayne County's going to come out and play a lot like they did last time. The only difference that we need to see out of the Wayne County Wildcats is to correct a few of the mistakes that happened during that game. You know, you're going to have mistakes sometimes, but you need to do your best to limit them. And the Cats are going to have to come out tomorrow night and be ready and do exactly as everything we've said before. And if they take care of the business that way, I think Wayne County Wildcats could also come home as region champions as well. They're going to have their hands full with Kenner Hastings, Brody Lee, Landon Warren. He's a beast on the boards. We'll see, you know, with Colton and his injury, we'll see how much he's able to go. You know, and don't count out Jake Mercer. We don't talk about that kid enough either.
No.
You know, everybody hit his head on the rim the other night. He jumped so high.
He lit up this gym last night against McEwen. I'm not sure how many points he finished with, but I know he was knocking down shots like a crazy man.
Yeah.
And it looks like Richland with the basketball now as they are dribbling the ball out. That's a hard foul. And they actually called it. They called it over there. They're not calling it
We're
here
trying
tonight.
to be able to stay on air to give you folks the final, you know, of who we're going to be playing against with 7 seconds left of the Richland and Cornersville game. But what looks like right now, Richland's up by 4, and there's a foul called, and Richland's probably going to shoot free throws, I'm assuming.
And it looks like they're going to get. It looks like a technical foul called there too. So they're putting the shooter at the line with nobody on the lane. So it looks like that's going to be a technical call against Cornersville.
Or intentional one.
Or intentional, one of the two. So, in Richland with a 37-33 lead, there's 7.8 seconds left to play in that game. Now Cornersville comes down to fill the lane. And I believe, so there's no intentional foul there, but they are going to put a Richland shooter at the line to shoot 2. I think if she makes these shots, that's going to be the basketball game. That first one falls through. Back up by 5 here. 38-33, a 5-point lead with 7.8 seconds left. She makes this one, I'm pretty sure it's going to be over with. And
they're out of timeouts too.
Yeah, so has no timeouts. So it looks like Saturday night at 7 o'clock, your Wayne County Lady Cats are going to host a sub-state sectional game at the campus of Wayne County High School, and it looks like we're going to have Cornersville coming into town to play that sub-state game. That will be an exciting ball game to watch, and that's going to put McEwen, like you said, McEwen will be going to Richland. Yeah, and that'll be a good game to watch too.
It will. You know, Richland's a solid team, man. They got several girls that can play. They can play. Not only do they play well offensively, but they can play well defensively. And I think Layla is going to have her hands full with Richland. So good luck to you, Layla.
Well, folks, we got about 7.8 seconds left in that game, but we can feel pretty confident that we're going to play Cornersville this coming Saturday night. Tomorrow night, we will be back here at McEwen High School for the Region 6A Boys Championship. Wayne County, your Wildcats, going to be playing Perry County again, this time for a Region Championship. Tip-off on that game will be at 7 o'clock. We're going to bring you all that action. For tonight, the Lady Cats come out victorious, 50-40 final score in the Region 6A action. Lady Cats bring home their 6th straight region championship. For all of us here, myself, Will Mosley, want to thank you for joining us. For the guys back in the studio, you've been listening to Region 6A Championship on Big Oldies Radio.